mean, you talk about how the ranks have a difference, but we also talk about how now macro has had a more prevalence over micro, and right now we've seen Caramel after Caramels had a pretty solid macro game. That's right, a pretty solid macro game the past two games that they had. So I think they definitely have a chance to win as well.
Yeah, for sure. Macro game as well as a bit of micro coming through from After Caramels. One criticism that we could point out from this squad is that they don't really look for, the perfect fights,
Yep.
right? Sometimes they look for fights that they only win purely because of their gold advantage that they were currently having. If they did not have that gold advantage, if they did not have that Galio, which is now banned, by the way,
Yep.
they probably would have lost those fights. So a nice target ban coming through from Anyhow already to start off the day.
Yeah, clearly not anyhow because I think they watched the previous game, so they saw the
I mean, I
Gallion.
would assume that they did.
They saw the Orn. After Caramel's gonna ban out that Gragas and the Ash as well. And anyhow, are they gonna make a third ban? They're gonna ban out the Graves.
I'm not sure why they keep banning Ash. Must just really dislike the
Yeah,
champion.
maybe they just don't like it.
Yeah, but the third ban will be Graves, like you said. What would be the final ban around out? We are pinching the jungle pool a little bit today. I'm not sure why. We have seen many interesting jungle picks already. The last one will be Lee Sin.
Yep, that's right.
We haven't really seen priority on this champion all that much. So I'm very interested as to why he's received so many bans today specifically.
Perhaps both junglers are just really good Lee Sin players. Maybe they're the kind of Lee Sin players that you see have Mastery 7, 1 million points. See, I always have this fear of 1 million point champions because when you look over around the loading screen, you click and you're like, let's take a look at this.
Feels good, man. That's why you never click
1
on those.
million. Yeah, it's like 1 million mastery points. You're like, oh boy. Then they
Oh
do like
boy.
some fancy like insect flash kick and everything. But here we see my favorite champion, my least favorite champion. This is 200 years of balance himself, Aphelios.
Yeah, the Aphelios coming through also. Pretty strong champion. We did see the nerfs coming through from patch 10.15, which I just read, by the way. But he is still a very strong spot right now, along with Lulu. Could be a very fearsome duo down towards that bottom lane. I think you had some choice suggestions as to how to nerf Aphelios.
Yes. So I was talking about this. I was thinking about this. How do you actually balance this champion? I don't have 200 years of balance experience, but I think you should just delete two of his guns. I say delete the Chakram, the turret gun, and delete the Severum, the life
But you
gun.
see, you don't have 200 years of experience. That's why we have to bring in our dear pizza lover JZ07, who has said delete the champion with the best
delete the champion.
nerf possible.
That's right.
Alright, we are going to see it running back the set coming through as well as the Caitlyn. Caitlyn did get a brief buff.
That's right.
I don't think he's the strongest right now. Definitely will struggle a lot in the, well, not a lot, depending on how you do in the early game, you will still struggle in the mid game. So could be a bit of an issue. But if they do play this Caitlyn safely, they play it well alongside the Karma, can still be a very, very strong champion up against the Aphelios.
Yeah, that's right for sure. The League of Legends 200 Years of Balance team has granted Caitlyn an additional 2 attack damage, I believe, and additional 5 movement speed, which is a
Is it 5? I appreciate more than 5.
amazing stats. It's,
You know what? I have fetch notes up.
Yeah,
right now.
it's
Let me
5.
check it for you.
Check it. It's 5.
Bro, you're actually 5 hit. Oh my word.
It's 5. That's right. 5 movement speed.
5 or 5 hit. Okay, I actually like this Ash ban now already because you pick the Aphelios, right?
Yes.
Ash is the answer that most people are picking into Aphelios nowadays. So fair enough, you ban the Ash. I'll give you that. There you go for the LeBlanc as well. Looks like they're pinching mid lane pools right now. The Vladimir definitely a flex pick between mid and top, as well as the Lulu could go.
Technically.
Support, mid, top. I've seen on-hit Lulu as ADC sometimes before as well, so
pick
that's interesting.
Pick Lulu, but make Lulu be the on-hit Aphelios.
The Aphelios jungle, obviously.
Aphelios jungle.
Yeet.
Obviously. Well, anyhow, they're going to be banning out that Vega, really starting to pitch down on that solo lane pool there. Again, as you've mentioned, Vladimir is a flex pick, but also Set is a flex pick as well. Set could be going to the jungle. Karma is a flex pick as well. Karma could honestly be going to mid. Could be seeing that Athene's and Ardent build that we see Karma mids buy nowadays. We could be seeing Set go to the jungle, go to the top lane. Things on anyhow side, other than the Caitlyn, of course, aren't guaranteed to be sure. But after Caramels, they're going to continue to thin down that mid champion pool, and they're going to ban out the Orianna.
Yeah, they're banning standard mid lane picks right now from the side of After Caramel. It looks like anyhow they're going to do the same here, wondering what they will lock in for the last one. It's going to be Volibear, so not a mid lane pick there.
Yep.
As we do proceed to the second phase of pick and ban right now. Not sure what I would like here. I think you round out with your jungler first. You save your counter pick
Mhm.
for the final pick, and that's
Yep.
that's exactly what they're gonna do. The Olaf coming through alongside the Lulu. This is a very strong-looking Olaf.
Yes.
Definitely could do quite a number on the squad of anyhow.
Yeah, that's right. And Olaf is something that we haven't really been seeing too much in recent weeks of Campus Legends, I believe. But I like to see it. I really like this Olaf pick here
Right.
because you can just run straight through all the Caitlyn traps. You don't really care at all. You don't give a damn. You just run straight through them. You just get to that back line. You start whacking away, especially when you have the Lulu to speed you up as well and to shield you. And in fact, if you get in there, you can use the Lulu ulti for a nice knockup. But anyhow, they're going to secure that Fiora in the solo
bait.
lane.
It's a bait.
They're
gonna go for Echo. It's a bait. Now, okay, let's talk about Fiora first because I
course.
don't like this because they actually did hover the Jax before, and I really like the Jax pick right now. I think he's a very, very strong champion. Can play team fights, can play 1-3-1, can play that huge split pushing threat. We see him a lot in other regions, and right now we do see the Fiora in the Nidalee though, and I don't really like this. Number one, because Fiora, I don't know what you're really planning to do against Vladimir and Olaf. Definitely could still play that side lane very well,
Yeah.
but it does come down a little to their detriment if they do decide to go the team fight route. Now we do see the Nidalee as well as the Malphite. So it does look like it will be Vladimir in the mid lane and Malphite towards top. And Fiora probably can do all right against the Malphite, especially if the Malphite is, goes for that. Especially if the Fiora rather has sick reflexes, I think is the word. Yeah, reflexes to hit that riposte when Malphite goes for the ultimate. But that's not something you see every day. Hopefully, anyhow, they do show us that mechanical display. Would definitely be an interesting sight to see. But this is both compositions being locked in.
Yep, that's right. And one thing I noticed already is that Karma is most likely going to that mid lane. And this Karma versus Vladimir matchup is pretty rough for the Vlad at the start because Karma can just basically mantra Q, clear the entire wave, and then Vlad's just kind of there with his Q, just slowly sucking away. I believe it's like an 8-second cooldown at the start.
Right.
So, gonna be a really rough lane. They're gonna be able to get some priority for that Nidalee to push in and do some invading against this Olaf.
Yeah, it does take a while though for Karma to whittle down those minions, especially earlier on. So I don't think it will be too devastating again for this Vladimir to deal with, especially in the early levels. But to your point about the Nidalee going for those sorts of invades, actually that's what I want to see. So Olaf is pretty strong in the early game, but that's only when he hits about level 4.
Yeah.
Before that, if you go for some sort of early invades, I think Nidalee wins that. Especially with the clear speed that Nidalee has, definitely could come out of the gate swinging with that, level and EXP and level lead, because you do again clear those camps so damn fast on this champion.
And another thing actually about the AfterCaramels comp is that they have a lack of CC to me.
Right.
They have what? Malphite Ultimate. They don't
That's
have
it.
any other hard CC.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And the Polymorph, I guess.
You got
will do, but
Gravitum.
That's about it. I mean, that's not exactly hard CC. It's a root, yeah, but it's not going to stop
It's
the auto
hard
attack.
CC to get. Haha.
Yeah, exactly. And that may be bad, but technically when you have a Fiora on the opponent team, it's good in a weird way.
I mean, is it? I mean, the Fiora's probably going to be in the side lane anyway, but I digress. Good point. You did bring up the lack of CC. I think could definitely be to their detriment. I think if you have your engage with the Olaf running in, but you don't have any other real avenues for that aside from the Malphite ultimate, which sure, it's a Malphite ultimate. It's what he's gonna do. He's gonna bowling ball you. And other than that, Aphelios, Vladimir, and Lulu definitely will need some helping hands if they do decide to go in to look for those fights. Meanwhile, on the side of Anyhow, they also do lack a little bit of engage on their own. You have the Nidalee Spear with the engage, the jumping in Cougar form. But other than that, what do you really have? I mean, you have Karma, you run at them quickly.
Yeah, Karma run at them quickly, basically.
And set ultimate, but you do have to catch someone out before them. So both these squads looking like they don't have, adequate amounts of engage. So they're both probably going to wait for the other team to run into you. But again, the other team doesn't have engage either. So this does say to me that this might be a bit of a slower game.
Yep, that's right. And just looking at the amount of scaling that they have on both sides, really, it's going to take a while for them to get online, especially with Caitlyn, Aphelios, we have Vladimir, we have Fiora, all these late game champions, right? Yeah, we might be in for a long game, really.
All right, I hope your vocal cords are all warmed
yes,
up,
of course.
Gerard. We should be jumping in a game relatively shortly, but now that we've gone over both team compositions, sure, they don't have much engage, and AfterCaramels, they look like both teams actually look like they're okay running away and running at you, but they don't have those sorts of hard CC to come and get at you. Who do you think might come out on top?
I mean, I would say AfterCaramels because of the fact that one, they have 200 years of balance on their team. Two, they have Malphite Ultimate. That's the one that's one hard engage spell that they have. It's more than the 0 on the side of anyhow.
That is true. That
is
is true.
If they pull it off well, they can get that Malphite in. They can go in with the Aphelios. By the time he has Runas, he has Moonlight Vigil, he can go in. Maybe a Gravitum, either a Root follow-up or the Infernum Ultimate for massive AoE damage. We have Vladimir as well to go in. Late game absolute monster. And they can clean up the fight, hopefully, before there's any chance for the other side anyhow to start life-stealing or getting their shields up.
You know, I would also wager the fact that, you know, AfterCaramels, they do have better scaling on their side. So there will be a little bit of a timer on the side of anyhow. They do have to get the ball rolling early. They do have to get it past the goalpost early as well. They have to end the game quickly before AfterCaramels, they really hit their stride and start coming in with the Aphelios as well as the Vladimir. That can definitely be a huge win condition for the red side. So we will have to look to see what the anyhow squad can do earlier on.
Yep, that's right. We are about to head into game anytime for the first match of this best-of-3 final for the SP qualifiers. Again, Team Anyhow going up against Team not Pandas, oh my goodness. What are they? Caramel,
There
that's
you
right.
go.
Yes, and AfterCaramel, that's right. So
They're not caramels, they have gone past
they've gone past
the caramel. What are they now? They're chocolate or what?
Uh,
What's after caramel?
Caramel is actually, I believe caramel is a melted brown sugar, right?
Okay.
So technically, after caramel would be a point where you burn the caramel
So it's
so much
gas-
that it becomes gas sugar.
gas sugar. Okay,
Yes,
gas sugar.
that's right.
I think that might be the next new craves after bubble tea. So
Yes.
if you'd like to go ahead and invent that, Gerard, I would be very appreciated. Just give me 50% of the profits for giving you the
Yes.
idea.
Unfortunately, I'm not a chemist. I am not a food scientist. I am merely a League of Legends shoutcaster. So
Merely. Wait a minute.
wait a minute. I mean, I'm not inventing any fancy foods or anything. I'm just talking about a game that I love. A game that I enjoy. I'm sure you're doing the same. Unless you are planning to
No.
make any
You know what? Let's talk about something else.
Okay,
Let's
sure.
talk
yeah, sure. Let's go. Let's talk about a different kind of food. Let's talk about pizzas. I'm just kidding. All right, we're done. We're done with that pizza thing for today.
Get me
But
out.
still, really
Get
good
me
pizzas, guys. As we head on to Summoner's Rift, and we are ready for some League of Legends action here.
Saved by the bell, by the way.
That's right. Saved by the bell, indeed. And actually,
Actually,
it's
what?
it's a set mid.
Okay.
It's Karma support.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
We take those. I'm not sure why he goes for Kali. He's not getting any CS when he's put against the range Vladimir. He's not getting
hey,
any CS. So
the man has himself.
the man has confidence.
Fleet footwork. He
Oh
has
my
Ghost.
lord.
He has Flash.
Oh.
That's 2 spears lighting onto Vladimir already. Transcending, really just pushing his way straight in there. Really just doing a fair job there, forcing that recall out. Doesn't really matter too much. He does pad his stats a little bit there. If you see that Transcending the 200 more damage. Oh dear lord, that's
Pay
a magic
attention
Q
to
there.
Lulu.
Yes, she's taking a lot of damage
And
as
now
well.
this will matter because
Yes.
the minions are spawning, and if she backs now, she's gonna come to lane late, and that does mean a brief window that this Aphelios is left alone.
Yep, that's right. Left alone. Aphelios is at his weakest when he's at level 1 because he has no spells, actually. He only gets his
Yeah, he's
Q
at
level
0
2.
years at the moment.
Yep, that's
Still
right.
has to scale up the years, man.
That's right. 1 level, 10 years-ish? 10 point something years, I guess. I don't know what's 200 divided by 18. But anyway,
well.
they're going to be starting at the bot side for Anyhow, and they're going to be starting at the top side for the Caramels. Where do you think we would see the junglers? Which lane would they be focusing on?
Which lane will they be focusing on?
Yeah.
Well, if you take a look across the map right now, I think it's pretty clear that anyhow they do have more damage towards the top side against the Malphite. So it's possible that they go for that sort of gank, and they try to get the Fiora ahead.
Yep.
To begin to ramp up into that side lane threat. And that is definitely something that the Caramels have to look out for. But on the side of Caramels, they have their own targets for them to go after. I think at this point you don't go gank for the Aphelios. He's still pretty weak right now. But instead, you gank for this Vladimir, which for some reason is being pushed in by the melee set.
Yeah, I think he upped his E first. So just walk straight in the mini wave, stun everything, and then he punches everything down. And that allows him to actually clear out the wave.
Well, should they equalize
It's-
out after the next few minutes?
Yeah, it's more than what the Vladimir's auto attacks can do. But here Olaf walks in. He's like, hey, there are a bunch of wards
Where
here
is my blue buff?
I can clear, but my blue buff is gone.
Oh,
It's
stinky.
there. Here it is, transcending. When buff, then he went to Raptors, and now he's on his third buff, so he's going to be able to 3 buff after Caramels here.
Yep, triple buff threat coming through, and this will mean that Transcending will be towards this top side, working towards the prediction I made earlier, that they may be potentially going against, going to look, rather, for a gank on towards the Malphite, but right now that is not looking all that likely. The Fiora is the one hard pushing the wave, so it doesn't give too much of a window for this Nidalee to go in.
Yep, that's right. Nidalee just going to be content with farming for now. Olaf has already made the first recall, so that's going to give Nidalee some extra timing. Going to be able to get that Scuttle Crab on the top side as well. Set continuing to push out the lane there. And look at this, Malphite dropping dangerously low already in the top side.
Yeah, and this is the dangers of playing the Malphite right now. This is not sure what's going on. This Olaf's not having a good time. I wanted to bring the attention towards the Olaf, having to back this early, not even being able to pick up the tier 1 jungle item as well, purely because of the initial engage coming through from Nidalee to deny. The blue buff did force the Olaf into an uncomfortable position.
Oh dear, speaking of uncomfortable positions, we have the Aphelios here. Oh, the beautiful flash net, but it's not enough. Oh no, that was a flash W there, but here comes Transcending. Is he going to land that spear?
Yes.
And there we go, first blood onto Transcending now. Poor Lulu is stuck under this turret here. There are 2 traps on her left. Where is the response from her team? They're just giving her up. In fact, Shera coming down with the ghost as well. Is he even going to get an assist? Feels bad. He does not. Transcending going to pick up 2 kills in the bottom lane.
Yeah, 2 kills in the bottom lane for the squad of Anyhow. This is absolutely huge for what they need to do. Keep in mind, we did say in Champion Select that they need to get the ball rolling quickly, and that's exactly what they're doing now. And Caramels, they're behind in the bot lane. They are behind in the top lane. You can see the Malphite being pushed out by the Fiora.
Yep.
And this Nidalee is doing absolute wonders for the team, having picked up the triple buff initially, and now both of the scuttles as well.
This should not be happening right now. Shera just beating away at this Vladimir. However, Olaf after Caramels, the man himself flashing in. I believe Haymaker is still up, landing a lot of damage. Teleports coming in as well. Fiora has showed up, but here comes Malphite to follow as well after Caramels. He's going to fall down. Malphite coming in pretty fast, but there's just not enough damage on him right now. Has no ultimate as well, so I believe that's going to be a 1-for-1. However, Karma is hanging around, and Karma is going in onto Merciless Adam. Has the pool, has the flash. Going to use both of them to get out alive.
Yep, the pool is not going to save you from the tether. The flash was forced. And this is a flashless mid lane from both the Set and the Vladimir. Now, this Nidalee is hunting with the spears, has been very, very accurate. Will not sniff out the recall and is just going to back away. Now, keep in mind, the Malphite is pushed up pretty heavily right now, and without the Krugs on the menu, it looks like a rock monster might be the next one to go down.
Yep, that's right. The Cougar is moving up into the top lane. There are no
He doesn't know.
wards. He doesn't know, and now he knows. There are a lot of minions blocking the way. Those are Transcending. Gonna have a little problem getting the hunt down. Fiora dropping pretty low as well. Malphite just keep auto-attacking them. Never mind, he's forced to flash away. Another flash in from the Fiora. One more hit, and she gets a solo kill.
Yeah,
Not a solo kill, but
a duo kill.
A duo kill, that's right.
And that's a beautiful juggling of the minion aggression from both these players as they go for the gank onto the Malphite. They did pick up the kill. The Malphite definitely should not have been up that far without any vision to speak of. And it just puts them further behind right now in this early game.
That's right. And once again here, this set should not be doing this. This is right. Punish him, Vladimir. He's just walking up with too much confidence. Just able to really punch the Vladimir down, even though the Vladimir is ranged.
Man, I hate this set skin so much.
Yeah.
He looks too much like Malphite, and the worst part is there's a Malphite in this game.
Oh, and not only that, but he looks like Mecha Kingdom's Garen as well. I believe that's the idea, but he looks a little too similar to that. He looks like Malphite
That is
as well.
true.
Yeah.
That is true. A bit of skin critique coming in.
That's right.
From us here at the caster desk as the set does go clear. A little bit of vision. Interestingly enough, we haven't actually seen any interest from both these squads onto the Dragon. Dragon was something that was quite heavily prioritized in the previous game, but as soon as I say that, it looks like they're setting something up right now. They're going to start it up. There is no vision. The Olaf is towards the top side. I'm not sure if they know that he's there.
They do. There's a controller there.
I'm not sure if he walked over it earlier though, but right now it does look like anyhow they will be starting up the Dragon. They will take it.
They will take it really easily there because they have 3 members. They have the Caitlyn, They have the Karma, they have the Nidalee, and now they're going to be walking in. They're going to be trying to steal this blue buff as well. Shera on the set is moving around. They are spotted out by the control ward, but really at this point, what can Olaf do? Nothing.
Yep, good pathing from the set to ensure that there were no possibilities of a steal coming in from the Olaf. They do secure the blue buff, and this Nidalee has Olaf's number repeatedly, just bashing his head over and over the counter until he bleeds to death.
That's right, we're just bashing him in, and set bashing in Vladimir as well. Starting to take a little more poke damage for now, but Vladimir only with that 10% cooldown reduction after Caramels is hanging around. There is a decent route there if it's up. I believe it's not, but the Infernum, oh my goodness, so much damage onto Lulu as well. The heal, however, and the Ragnarok coming in. The axe does tag, and the root coming out. Green Milk Tea is going to be going down. Ignite's coming down on Philios, but teleports are coming in. Here comes Transcending. Here comes Shera. Teleport in from the Vladimir. He's just going to walk forward. And oh my lord, that spear! I didn't even catch that one. Merciless Adam going to try to go in, but the huge Haymaker shield. Transcending, just flexing, showing us how to play Nidalee. A masterclass there as the Karma picks up that final kill in the bottom lane, but absolutely phenomenal play here from Nidalee.
And we saw AfterCaramels jungler basically body the enemy jungler from the side of Pandas in the previous game, but right now he's having a taste of his own medicine. Transcending on this Nidalee right now is being huge for his team.
Yep, that's right. Absolutely huge. 4, 0, and 3 with a 400 gold bounty on himself. Really making the action happen across the map. Now the Rift Herald is in the top side, and we see actually a bit of a strange rotation from the Caramels, that they send their Lulu top side, but they leave their affiliates at bot for some reason.
Not quite sure what this is, unless they have information that, you know, the NEL roster is already moving up towards the top side with everyone.
Oh dear lord.
That's a flash.
That is very aggressive there. The tether does not land, but the ace in the hole, and so much damage just being thrown out there from that Mantra Q. Spirit Fire just tearing through their health bars along with the Nidalee Spear and the ace in the hole as well. AfterCaramels, what can you do, my friend? He's just forced to watch as Nidalee slowly takes away his jungle. And oh my lord.
That was a classic textbook example of knowing the limits of your champions. They knew they had the damage to go for that. You saw the flash in aggressively from the NEL squad to secure that kill onto the Lulu. They managed to find it with what, 3 pokes? This is the mother of all poke competitions at this point.
That's right, absolutely insane stuff here. Shera moving over to the top side as they rotate Caitlyn mid and Fiora bot. They're gonna go in for that Goon Squad on the Malphite. Does he have any mana left to do anything?
Nope. No mana!
He has nothing left to do. Transcending is now unstoppable.
Yeah, Transcending definitely... we've said a lot about this man, but he's been playing very, very well, and there's not much more to say than that. Anyhow, they will be looking to take this turret. I'm not sure if they'll be able to secure it. They'll get a bunch of plating for sure.
Rift Herald. They're going to get it.
Oh yeah, the Rift Herald does come down as well, so they will definitely secure this. Transcending just going to go back to the enemy jungle to try to steal something, but unfortunately Krugs aren't there. Olaf now in the bot lane.
Yeah, that's right, coming down to dive the Fiora. She pops that Blade Waltz. Is it going to be enough? Flashing away the Philios ultimate critically does not connect, and after Caramels, he's forced to walk away with a sliver of health.
Yep, will just run away. Top lane, I think the Herald got a second charge, so that is absolutely worth for that objective. And we're not done here just yet.
Yep, that's right. I apparently have a lot of talking to do.
Now we are done.
Yeah. Yeah, well, apparently so. However, Shera just continuing to force in this turret. He knows that there's nothing at all that this Malphite can do.
Yeah, both these squads are just sort of just dancing around each other right now. They're just contesting objectives when they can. And the dance is getting a little aggressive right now.
That's right. Transcending doesn't land that spear. A rare moment right there, and if that spear connected, it would surely been a kill.
Yeah, but right now what they are doing, even though they don't get the kill, they're getting priority in the bot lane. They're forcing Caramels to respect their power down in that quadrant of the jungle, and if they do manage to push up mid, they could go for a dragon setup. But right now, the observers are kindly showing us the gold. Let's take a look at who has the gold. It does look like it's mostly on the set and the Nidalee, which is who you might expect it to be. This lead's absolutely huge, man. 2,000 gold ahead of the Olaf.
Exactly. In the top lane as well, Fiora, let's not discount the fact that she has 1,000 gold advantage over Malphite as well. The bot lane is the only place where there's a little bit of room for the Caramels to breathe, only about 600 gold deficit. I believe CS numbers will looking fairly even there in the bottom side, but oh boy, more action happening as poke is thrown out. But oh, what's going on here? Transcending nearly
Jungler's
falls
down.
actually, but he still manages to take down the Olaf, now dominating. The dragon is up once again. Anyhow, going to start moving towards that one. But again, the Fiora in the top side just constantly pressuring. Look at this Malphite. The man has a Bramble Vest and 3 cloth armors. And oh my lord, that spear just doing so much damage. Absolutely ridiculous at this point.
Absolutely, this Fiora is huge. But you know what else is huge? The jungler going down. And you saw, because the Vladimir had some sort of priority in the mid lane, he was able to path down to try and secure the dragon. But with that gone, he has to return to lane. And the dragon goes over to Anyhow.
Yep, that's right. At this point in the game, basically the entire jungle belongs to Anyhow. Look at them just walking around and placing their wards as they please. However, Shera's going to catch up this Olaf, throws him back. The man is level 7. Give him a break. Transcending godlike. Oh my lord, the spear landing. Is he going to fight? He flashes in Civ HD. We'll be proud of this man here. But meanwhile, Aphelios able to claim 1 kill for himself. The polymorph coming down onto Shera. A lot of damage being dealt, however, to the Lulu as well. Is he going to be able to turn this one? Aphelios, are we going to see 200 years of balance? He has no mana, not enough. The Gromp is going to help him out a little bit, but Green Milk Tea just going to auto-attack him down. Transcending picks up that kill. He's now legendary. And look at what's happening here in the top lane. It is a 1v1 between a Rock and a Fiora, and the answer of who wins is...
The minions win every time, but that was a quite the interesting play towards the bot side of the jungle. That was the initial play that we saw. And I'm not sure why they decided to go for the re-engage, but they did manage to pull it off. I like that the set actually held on to his E to get the stun with the Gromp as well as the Lulu, just securing that kill for his team. The turret platings are now falling. But anyhow, they look like they're trying to pressure the mid lane.
Yeah, they're trying to pressure the mid lane right now, and they have every right to do so because they have a 10,000 goal lead at 14 minutes.
Oh, he's absolutely huge right now.
Exactly.
It's looking increasingly difficult for Caramels to get back into this game. I don't want to call it just yet because if they do manage to do it, I'll look like an idiot.
Yes.
But it is looking very, 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 very difficult for them to do so.
How many berries is that? Is that
Too many.
Is that more guns than Aphelios, right?
More guns than Aphelios for sure.
Yeah, that's right. AfterCaramels gonna walk into the jungle of Anyhow there for some reason. Gonna just get chased out promptly by Transcending and the Karma as well. Fiora gonna start split pushing that bottom lane, and things right now really just looking rough for AfterCaramels here. Level 8 as compared to the level 10, 1, 4, and 1 compared to the 8, 0, and 4. He's really got his work cut out for him. He wants to come back in this, but oh my goodness, look at this Rock here. Transcending, just looking at him like, hey, you look like a Krug, I'm going to take you down. And it's not even over because Fiora is jumping onto Merciless Adam. The ace in the hole is not going to come in as well. But my friend, this might be a little too far. Merciless Adam, he's going to grab himself a kill as well. Yeah, Shera not pushing top. They're going to opt to hit to the mid lane and try to siege that one down instead.
If they are going for that top tower would be dead right now. It's very low thanks to the initial Herald use, but it looks like they're going to go threaten the mid lane. And there's the ult.
And there's the showstopper straight in. Green Milk Tea going to claim that easy kill there. Shera just coming in with that ghost. Super fast set right there.
Yep, super fast set with the ghost coming in. Will pick up that kill. They do secure the mid lane turret as well. It doesn't look like they want the top tower. It looks like they want the Herald instead.
That's right, Shera walking in. He wants the Malphite right there. Just use the Haymaker to poke him a little bit. Malphite has a lot of armor. He has a huge amount of armor right now, but no completed items just yet. I believe he's going for a Thornmail first, but now AfterCaramels coming in. The Unstoppable Force lands onto Shera. Teleport coming in as well. I don't know if Shera has the Haymaker again. He does, and he uses it to great effect. AfterCaramels going down once again.
Leaves.
And Fiora just going to charge straight in, uses that riposte. Oh my lord, that spear once again. I don't know how many times I've said that, but Transcending just landing spear after spear after spear, and here's one more. Is she gonna land it? Unfortunately not. Merciless Adam walking away with a sliver of health there. But while all this is happening, Aphelios is just trying his best to claw back up, but the goal lead just increases. And that's going to be an inhibitor turret going down at 16 minutes.
And disaster simply strikes for Caramels. They look for a fight, it looked good, but the Haymaker coming clutch for the set keeps him alive. They don't pick up a single kill. They give up so many objectives, and the only thing your AD carry can do is try to look for farm in bot lane. This game looks like it's over. It's going to go the way of Anyhow.
That's right. Shera gonna go back to the bot lane, gonna start pushing that one in once again. Malphite now has a ninja tabi for himself. He's gonna be fairly tanky, but the problem here is not the set. The problem here is not the Fiora. The problem here is that 10-0 and 5 Nidalee.
The Nidalee's gonna chunk him for half his health.
You have
with one
no
spear.
resistances at all for that. How are you gonna deal with this? You can't.
Yeah, good analysis. That's all I can say. You can't deal with this Nidalee right now. 10-0. I think that's a 0. My vision is going.
That's right,
10-0 and 5.
And there we
Gonna
go. Gonna
jump
be
on the
11-0 and 5 right there.
Boom!
Transcending, legendary. Caramels, after Caramels, really feeling bad about that one because just like what that was one game ago, right? The previous game, he was in this position. He was 10-0 and something before he had his first death, and right now he's just getting outclassed by Transcending, just doing so much on this Nidalee right here. Gonna take this third dragon from themselves, and anyhow they're in a really, really good position right now.
Yeah, the soul point is coming through from anyhow. They will not secure the Dragon Soul as quickly as we saw Caramel did in the previous game, but that win is looking so decisive right now.
Okay, on the bright side, Caitlin's auto attacks don't do anything, but the moment that spear lands, oh my god, there we go, the spear landing right there, but the Ensemble Force going in, but there's no follow-up at all, and Shera, he's so tanky in that front line. Vladimir already losing half his health, uses the Hemo Plague to get some back, but another spear landing onto that Malphite there, and 300 armor is not going to help you against that spear, which I thought would land, and it nearly did, and here in the top lane, we see Fiora just slapping away on that inhibitor, using that ruler to great effect. Headmistress Fiora going to take that one out, and there's still the Rift Herald. After all this, the Caramels are like, maybe we can catch a breather. The answer is no. Rift Herald has been spawned.
Yeah, Caramel, my friend, you are going to detention right now. Anyhow, they absorb so much pressure in the bot lane. They pick up the inhibitor towards the top lane. They didn't give up a single kill. They're going to take the inhibitor at the bot lane as well. And in the top lane, it's going to be a push from all fronts.
And look at this, Shera just popping. That Ghost just running straight in. Has the Dead Man's Play as well. The Moonlight Vigil is going to land, do some decent damage, but it's just not enough. After Caramel's level 9, unable to do anything. One more auto attack will do the trick.
By the way.
He's still alive, yeah. Fiora, exactly. She's at base. It doesn't even matter because these people have the power to 4v5, 3v5. Heck, I believe that Transcending might even be able to 1v5 if she plays it properly right now. But Malphite with one Thorn Mail, one Chain Vest, he's unable to do anything.
Yeah. I mean, there's no other way you can put that. Unable to do anything is the most is what you can say out of most of Caramel's squad right now, and it all comes down to just resetting your mental for the next game because this game's over. To be honest, this is a very, very commanding goal lead at 20 minutes into the game. What's this, like
15,000?
15,000 quick maths coming in from Gerard. Thank you.
That's right.
And I'm not sure. Do they go for the final push towards mid lane, or do they just run it up bot lane? Because whatever they do right now, this map is theirs.
Yeah.
They don't even have to take Baron to win, in my opinion.
Just grab the Baron and see how Observer is hinting to us that he wants them to take the Baron, zoom straight on that Baron, and
you see that ward there? It doesn't matter. Caramel come and contest this, they die.
Yeah, I think they're just going to leave the Fiora to split push, and then they're just going to send everyone else Baron.
Yeah, for sure. And this Fiora right now requires at least 2 members to answer. So if you put her bot lane, that's going to be a significant advantage in terms of sheer numbers. Or anyhow, if they do decide to do this Baron, which is what they are looking like they're trying to do right now.
Yep, that's right. And what is the reaction from the Caramels? Looks like there's going to be no reaction. Actually, they're going to be able to pick up that Fiora, and it's a solo kill from the Malphite. I mean, the man has a lot of armor at this point.
And this is huge, right? Because you deny the Baron buff from the Fiora. So that is going to be a severely weakened push from the Fiora if she does go for it. And here we go again.
Oh dear. Wow.
What the heck was that?
Alright, might not even be over. Transcending 12-0 and 5. Where's your Magi's, man? Where's your Magi's? Wow. Yeah. I held my breath that one.
Yeah. And do you even need to hold your breath at this point? I mean, like, one spear just chunks 70% of damage. I mean, 70% of anyone's health bar at this point. So you don't even have to cast it. Like, pop, okay, he's gone.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. You're Shera as well, an extremely tanky. It's just such a huge front line there. Has the Warmogs, has the Dead Man's Play. He's so fast, can just run in there and basically pull anyone in. Use the Haymaker to deal so much damage as well, and Transcending really, again, masterclass in Italy right here.
Yeah, I don't even think they went for the reset. So they have a lot of standing gold in their inventories right now, but the question is whether or not they even need it, as this looks like it's going to be the final push for the base.
Yeah, that's right. Shera gonna go in, and they've already caught the Affiliates at the start of the game. That's their only hope. The Spear, they're being blocked away by the Malphite. Gonna keep himself alive for a while more as the Affiliates and the Olaf heal up. It's all or nothing right now for the Caramels in this game. They are going to try their very best to defend this, but things looking pretty rough for them. Vladimir going to get pulled in again, and Transcending, he's going to jump in. He's going to go golden in the middle of everyone, but oh my lord, look at that. AoE damage is incredulous right there from Anyhow as they just tear their way through the Caramels to pick up a convincing Game 1 victory.
Convincing Game 1 victory. You said it was all or nothing. It turns out it was nothing as health bars basically melt completely for the side of Caramels. Like you said, Anyhow, they pick up a decisive win.
Yep, that's right. Clearly showing us that they're not playing anyhow. They have their game plan. They have Transcending on the Nidalee. They're absolute monster, you guys, Caramels. You guys have to ban that Nidalee. That's just too good. It's just too strong.
Too good. It's too good. How do you analyze that? The Nidalee ran over the enemy team.
Yeah.
That's all you have to say. Like, someone asks you, hey, what happened in their first game? Nidalee ran over my team. There's nothing I could do. Ban the Nidalee. Look for some other draft. Hopefully draft a little bit more engaged because there were definitely fights there that you could have gone for that you just were unable to do because you did not have suitable engage to look for that sort of pick. So hopefully you draft more engaged for your side. I think this applies for both teams as well. The only reason why Anyhow were able to find some of these fights were just because they were so far ahead. Now, no matter what they did, they just ran at you and they just picked up that win.
Yeah, that's right. Really, the unstoppable force from the Malphite is the only thing. But the problem, right, is that the Malphite, he's barely even in the team fights because he's always trying to deal with the Fiora who's up in the lane or the Set who's up in the lane. He's never there to engage for his team, and because of that, Transcending is just able to chuck spear after spear after spear, and by the time that she goes in, everyone is so low and everyone just dies.
And let's not say that, you know, the Malphite could have made a difference.
Oh,
was definitely
fair.
just solo killed by the Nidalee, like in the middle of the game before she even got into a final form. So it was definitely did come down to this jungle Transcending. Oh my word, I've never seen such a strong Nidalee play.
Yep.
But I think we will go for a short break. When we come back, this is match point for Anyhow. Don't go anywhere. I think it's going to be quite the banger coming up.
Say cheese! Guys, keep it simple. Okay.
It's easy to smile with Cheesy 7. 7 amazing cheeses plus cream cheese. Your slice of simple, 50% off.
JBL presents the sounds of victory. JBL Quantum Gaming headsets, because every sound matters.
You got the best of you. You got the best of me. 너의 cold heart, 너의 time.
Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to what could be the very last game of the Campus Legends qualifiers. I'm Gerard, Escape Artist. This is Spoots, and we're here to bring you through the very last, or what could be the very last game. It is match
Hey,
point.
don't call it so early. Keep your
I'll
Freudian
not call
slips
it.
in place. We haven't
Alright.
finished it just yet. After Caramels, they definitely could come back after
Yes, of
quite the
course.
devastating loss at the hands of Anyhow
Mm-hmm.
in the previous game. Definitely wouldn't put it past them to, find their way back in. We
course.
saw them play very cleanly in the initial best of three
Yep.
that we saw them play today, and I wouldn't put it past them again to have some sort of resurgence and come back with better play this time. Now we do have a
yes.
draft, so let's jump right into it.
Yeah, that's right. See some resurgence.
Hey,
Anyway,
no puns here.
yeah, we're into the pick ban phase, and I immediately want to see after Caramels just get rid of the Nidalee, please. Don't let Transcending show you how to play Nidalee 2 games in a row.
Yeah, man, he's got to get his eagle in Twitch chat.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get his
Actually,
eagle
no,
on
give it.
Twitch.
If he has a good game on Italy, maybe he gets the eagle. But he's not gonna have it.
Yep,
He just
that's
have
right.
to prove his stripes.
Yeah.
On some other champion, as Italy is gonna be banned. That's Shaco banned on the side of Anyhow as well, which is
Interesting.
it's either there are two schools of thought for banning
Mm-hmm.
Shaco. It's either number one, you're flaming the enemy team, or number two, the enemy team jungler is like a god Shaco, because other than that you don't
Yeah.
ban Shaco.
I mean, if after Caramels was a God Shaco, I
I
would
would have seen it by now.
Yeah,
wouldn't
we would have seen him play that by now, right? But they're gonna ban away the Galio. This looks like a more legitimate ban coming out from the side of Anyhow right there. Not an Anyhow ban, of course.
How many more of these puns must I endure?
Yes, keep enduring. You can do it. Yeah, I mean, definitely Galio, a very strong pick. We saw after Caramels take that one to victory twice. So they
Lee Sin
just-
again?
Yeah, don't want to
Okay.
do that. Lee Sin, Ash again. The only change was the Nidalee ban. I believe they used to ban Rengar more, if I'm correct.
No Rengar.
Yep, that's right. And anyhow, as I throw my pen here, this is a Samsung
Raging.
tablet here. Tablet pen. Graves, they're being banned out on side anyhow. What are after Caramels going to secure first?
How would I know? Usually they go for the ADC, I think. They
Mm-hmm.
prioritize their bot lane very highly, which is fair enough. You can save your solo laners for counter picks if you go for your bot lane first. Wonder what they prioritize now is going to be the Rumble.
Ooh, wow.
A pick we haven't seen in Campus Legends 2020 just yet,
Yep, that's
but
right.
can be very influential on the map, especially with that Equalizer ultimate.
Yep, Rumble. Being picked up again, kind of a resurgence of the days where you
resurgence.
see Rumble. Resurgence, yes, that's right. And after Caramels, clearly bringing this out as an unorthodox strategy. Perhaps you could see some Predator Rumble mid lane, super roamy Equalizer thing going on. I don't know. That was an entire mouthful. I probably shouldn't have said
That was
that.
a
But
hot take.
yeah, but
Steaming take, almost as steamy as the pizza we got earlier
yes.
today.
that's right.
I
the
can do those too.
Okay, that's right. The pizza, of course, that our dear friend Mobile Legends caster there, Jay-Z07, proceeded to eat again. And as he just comes back to watch the stream, he hears us talking about him again. But moving back to the draft, we see Aatrox and Ezreal being picked up.
All right, that's gonna be the Camille, also hovered right now. So it does look like they're securing their solo laners first. Something that I do not recommend, because this does give open the opportunity for Anyhow to counter pick, like we already saw. No, we didn't see. They actually went for the Aatrox on the side of Anyhow. So perhaps Camille is the answer that After Caramels want to
Yep.
pick into that champion.
We saw that Camille play in the previous
Right.
game. It was absolutely amazing. Really, just doing a very good
Pre-
job.
previous
against Aventus,
previous
yeah.
game, right?
Previous game, that's
Yeah,
right.
2 games ago.
Yep.
That's gonna be
Oh,
Kalista as well as the LeBlanc.
Lord.
That's a LeBlanc.
Yep.
Wee you, sound the siren. Someone needs to call the ambulance, because LeBlanc has been absolutely devastating throughout the entirety of this iteration of CL, and I do not expect anything to change in
Yep.
this game. Now, we have seen the mid laner for Anyhow also be very decisive, very good mechanically. So this LeBlanc, my eyes are going to be on her for sure.
Of course, definitely gonna be seeing that one, and I'm also excited to see what is gonna be the jungle pick for Transcending here. Doesn't have the Nidalee. I really want to see what else this guy can do.
So we've seen Transcending play Nidalee very well, right? And And, you know, Nili's a very strong early game jungler. You don't have the Lee Sin on the board anymore. I think you go for something like the Jarvan, you go for something like the Elise. I think that could definitely work very well into Transcending's playstyle. The Kha'Zix is also taken out, a very meta pick at the moment. We saw a lot of teams not know how to play this champion for quite a little while before now we're actually seeing him enter, you know, the pro scene in multiple regions.
I believe he was buffed in one of the previous matches. Yes,
buffed
that's right.
hugely. I thought it wouldn't be that impactful, but obviously I was wrong. We are seeing the Kha'Zix priority across the world right now, as well as the Gragas. Not so much, but will be banned away as well.
Boy.
Now that's the Pyke with the Ezreal is not the best bot lane. I mean, you're picking something safe, picking the Ezreal to have a bit more of a safe lane, but you are going to go with the Pyke.
Yep.
Obviously signals that you want to go more aggressive than perhaps
Yeah.
the Ezreal Braum like we might have expected.
And they're leaving the counter pick for our man Transcending.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
I mean,
mean,
why not? Why not?
yeah, exactly. I mean, look at the bans from AfterCaramels side.
Rek'Sai?
4 of them are junglers. Rek'Sai being
Yeah.
picked up. Yes.
Rek'Sai being picked up here, so that's a lot of jungle power. Not to mention the Shaco also taken away from Transcending's pool. Not a big fan of Rek'Sai right now. Not the strongest champion. Definitely has had her heyday a while ago, but has seen nerfs since then. That's going to be a Volibear Hovered. I don't really like the Volibear in jungle right now. Not my favorite champion. I think, again, the Jarvan or the Elise could definitely be a stronger pick right now. But we'll have to see what Transcending does go for. 10 seconds on the clock.
Yep, that's right. Might just opt for the Volibear. I mean, it's not the best jungler, but it's still a very decent jungler. It does a lot of damage, and he's going to pick that one up.
Okay, so it's going to be a meaty frontline jungler for the side of Transcending. Definitely would not be... Hold up a minute. They're trading champions.
They're just gonna
There
trade.
we
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
Okay, so it's going to be a tanky frontline Volibear, which I guess is fair enough since they are lacking in the department of tanky stats, as well as the Aatrox going up towards top side. Meanwhile, on AfterCaramels, we are going to see the Rek'Sai jungle. Again, I don't like the champion too much. I think it's very, very weak right now. But, I mean, you pinch the jungle pool so hard, I guess you have to go for something you might not be that experienced on.
Yep, that's right. Are they forgetting to trade on this side of AfterCaramels, or are they moving?
There you go.
Ah, there we go. Right. Yeah, it just took them a while to realize, oh, right, we need to trade our champions, yeah.
Interested to see what this Rumble goes for as the keystone when we get into game sooner, hopefully. So, yeah. Overall, I do favor any house composition a little bit more, purely because you have the power of the LeBlanc, as well as the tanky frontline. Meanwhile, on the side of AfterCaramels, you do not have that frontline, and you do not have the powerhouse carry that is the LeBlanc that we've seen consistently banned throughout most of our champion selects. We will have to see what this Rumble does. And to this pick, keep in mind the Rumble was the one that was counter-picked. So LeBlanc should have the advantage going into this match.
Yeah, I mean, the first pick of the Rumble really signals that AfterCaramels really want to play this. If not, they wouldn't, first pick a solo laner. They would first pick something safer, like, say, a jungler or a support or something. But
I mean, why would you even first pick the Rumble, right? Are you expecting it to be picked away, expecting it to be banned?
yeah, 1 million mastery points Rumble.
I don't know. Production will, I wonder if production will give me a number with the hands as to how many mastery points he has. Hopefully we get that later on. But right now we don't have much to say. I think we can take a brief look at this bot lane because we did briefly just brush over it before.
Yes,
I want to draw attention to the Ezreal Pyke. Again, just dive deeper into this because, Pyke is something that has always been the staple, I think, of potential picks. I think pairing it with the Ezreal, though not the best, you are just going to pick the support for a potential team fight-centric bot lane, I guess. Since you do have that goal that you can accelerate onto your laners as well as your ADC. If you do get the ultimate execute.
Yeah. That being said, though, I don't like this Pyke and Ezreal combination. Because Ezreal lacks early game damage in comparison with Kalista and Nautilus. So, I don't know. I mean, even if Pyke can hook people, I don't think Ezreal does enough damage to finish them off before they can start lifestealing or hopping back in the case of Kalista. So, I honestly put it as a little iffy here that they have this Ezreal pick.
Yeah, for sure. But bringing both bot lanes together, right? I think Pyke into Nautilus is actually not that bad because if you do get engaged on, you can actually flip the Nautilus behind you. which will displace him enough, hopefully, that your team could follow up. Now, the Callista is something we haven't seen all that much. Obviously, has been prioritized worldwide, but it's not something we've seen specifically in the Campus Legends ecosystem. Has definitely been successful when we have seen her, though, because I think a lot of the ADCs that have been picking her are those that have experience on her and can utilize her very well. Will also increase the ability for AfterCaramels to secure objectives on the map, which is something that we saw them not able to do in the previous game.
Yeah, that's right, really. I like to see AfterCaramels taking a more proactive approach to this game, not just reacting to transcending, invading them on various different buffs. I like to see them make use of the Callista, take an early dragon, use the Rek'Sai power to gain some vision advantage as well, and scout them out. I mean, I would say, based on the draft, I'd give it to Anyhow.
Okay.
But I want to see AfterCaramels come back.
Yeah, I do as well. 2-1 will be very spicy, especially if it is AfterCaramels picking up that 2 at the end of the day. But overall, I cannot take it away from Anyhow.
Of course.
They are a very strong team. They have a very good draft right now. And they do have momentum going into this game. So I would expect them to come out of the gate swinging, again like we saw in the previous game. And honestly, I think they will come in and sweep the clean 2-0.
That's a bold prediction, I would say. But
Last week I said 2-1. Terrence called that bold. Now I'm saying 2-0 and you're calling it bold. I cannot please you guys
every prediction
at
you
all.
make is bold. See, here's the thing. It's not bad that it's bold, okay? It's bold and brash.
More like belongs in the trash. Oh, no.
Yeah, anyway, we'll be loading up onto Summoners Rift soon enough. Again, this is the SP qualifiers, the finals. It's match point. Everything right now is on the line.
You know, whoever,
Caramels.
if
Yes.
they didn't get that reference, they would think I'm flaming people.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly.
going to be pretty fun. Thanks you for that, Mr. Gerard. But
No
please
problem.
continue your point.
Yeah, that's right. It is. What could be the final game of the final qualifier right now? It's Singapore Polytechnic, the only school that's left.
Right.
Right,
And
and
now that we do have a little bit of time, let's reflect, I think,
Of course.
on the previous few days of competition we've seen throughout Campus Legends.
Yes.
We've seen most of the games from SP.
Of course.
We've seen all the games from the other squads, from the other schools as well. In your personal opinion, who do you think, obviously it's going to be hard, but who do you think has shown the strongest, the highest caliber of play among all the rosters, except for SIM?
Okay. I was going to say SIM. But anyway.
Well, duh.
Moving on, I would say NYP looks pretty good and TP looks pretty good as well, in my personal opinion. I mean, yesterday's games were NYP. I casted them, and I saw them fight
for
a hard
NYP?
battle. Yeah, I am for NYP. That's
Biased, bruh.
right. Bias?
Actually biased
I
here
don't know.
on the desk.
I mean, you see, definitely bias, of course. 100%. I mean, last year's Campus Legends NYP Finals, I wore that NYP t-shirt. I put it on for the finals. I had faith in my boys, and they got the win. This year, I have faith in them. Of course, it's not the same people again, as we are going to hop onto Summoners Rift. And I shall talk about last year's Campus Legends experience some of the time as
We
we
can
hit
reflect it after the
Yeah,
game,
of
but
course.
let's jump on to Summoner's Rift.
Yep, that's right. We already see a 5-man. Kind of a little spread around the bot side here. No vision just yet, but Camille has already been spotted out. We see the pings coming out. Oh,
You smell the
here
stinky
comes
cheese?
the Goon Squad. Distort being used really early there by LeBlanc just to kind of get some vision. There is a ward on there as well, so they've all been spotted out. And looking at that Rumble Keystone, it's Comet.
Ooh, it is Comet, so no interesting Predator Rumble play like you were.
Yeah,
I'm not sure whether or not you were seriously expecting that, but yeah.
I was.
Okay.
I mean,
It's
Predator.
gonna be. Well, this is the more milk toast default Rumble play
yes.
style.
Fair enough.
So yeah, we'll keep our eyes on this mid lane because it is sure to be a festive one, an absolute banger here in this mid lane.
Okay, here's the thing. They invaded on the side of Caramels. They got vision of the buff, I believe. Did they get vision of the buff? I'm not too sure. But LeBlanc here getting in, placing some wards onto the camps, right? You can see that Anyhow have achieved the vision line. There is a ward here on the blue buff, which is good for some information.
Sure.
But other than that, Anyhow, they've put more vision down to scout out the area as compared to Caramels. But yeah.
Alright, initial skirmish.
Yeah, actually, Shara taking a fair amount of damage there. Gonna land that Q. The second one not landing on that sweet spot. Neither is the third one. But for the first few seconds there, that trade looked pretty good for Camille. And now I have to say it went the way of Shara.
Absolutely did. Now both top laners just a little unhealthy. Looks like they're just gonna keep hitting each other though.
Yeah. I mean, Aatrox has more sustain than Camille technically, but Camille does have that shield as well, so really potentially spicy top lane now, and Shera gonna clear out those minions, gonna get that level 2 a moment after Camille does as well. Keeping our eyes on the junglers, however, Volibear has passed down towards the bot side after Caramel's already being spotted out. Meanwhile, First Blood going over to Anyhow, and that's completely off screen. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful, beautiful prediction there from the hook of Shiki. Is it going to be enough? Inconsequential flashing forward. The auto attack there will seal the fate of that Kalista, and after Caramel's here, he's tussling with this LeBlanc doing a lot of damage to the Chomp if he has it. Does not have it actually. Gonna tick down to the Ignite, and LeBlanc going in. One more auto attack will do a trick. Picks up that red buff. Gonna burn down, but the corrupting potion gonna keep her alive for a little bit longer as we see the pings here. Oh, is Evangeline gonna go in? Has the hook, has the auto attacks. One more hit, and there we go. Goes down. Meanwhile, the Rumble and the Pyke tussling as well. The Ren gonna slow down this Ezreal. Does he have the Arcane Shift? I'm not sure, but merciless Adam, absolutely merciless. Flashes for us. There's no chances for you to run away. I'm gonna hit you with that harpoon. I'm gonna take you down.
It looked really nice from Anyhow in the initial fight. You love to see it, the Pyke landing everything, going in the Ezreal. Turns out it's a kill lane as well when you have Pyke down there. They do manage to pick up the kill onto the LeBlanc. They pick up the kill onto the Rek'Sai with the LeBlanc as well. And it looked for a moment there that the LeBlanc could get out. I really like to see that the bot lane did try to come up and assist her.
Yep.
But unfortunately, it wasn't enough.
Oh boy, here we see some fighting over the Skull Crab. A teleport coming in from the Rumble. Transcending actually going to secure that one. And Merciless Adam, he's going to walk in there and he realizes the Skull Crab is kind of gone already.
Yeah, this top lane is a wet noodle fight.
Yes. Oh, it's not a wet noodle fight anymore. You tell a lie right there. Shera flashes forward but doesn't get that last auto attack there. Flash for flash, but Shera able to chase the Camille out of the lane.
It'll be a wet noodle fight till someone dies. Now Pyke is in the top lane for some reason.
Oh dear lord, yep, he's getting jumped on, and Pyke, using that hook, flips after Caramel's up, and when he lands down, he is dead.
I love it. Making G2 proud is this Pyke. 1-0 and 2, definitely stronger than G2's hopes for playoffs right now. As he goes for the mid lane.
Yep, is he gonna get this hook?
Yes.
Walks around through the minions and lands that hook. Beautiful, beautiful play there. Transcending. He's not the man who's showing off right now. It is this Pyke.
So it turns out that once you get the kill lane in the bot lane with the Ezreal, you just leave the Ezreal there because he's a safe ADC, and the Pyke just goes who knows where, gets kills across the map. And you know, your team is pretty happy when you're able to do that.
It kind of sounds like your Elise guide there. Go mid, go top, go mid, something, then go back to bottom lane. But when you go back to bottom lane, you bring back a lot of friends as well, actually. They're recalling right now, so...
Yeah, just a reset. Yeah. It's fair enough.
Fair
they get the ward down, so they would know that... they would know if, after Caramels, they do try to go for this dragon. And that Rek'Sai is pathing a little interestingly as we do see another skirmish towards top.
Yep, that's right. Again, this wet noodle fight, as you say. CS is dead even there. And after Caramels actually starting up that jungle. The dragon, yep. And meanwhile, Shera and Hippo once again. But Shera has that Conqueror proc, and he's going to start doing a lot of damage with the auto attacks right now. And after Caramels and his team are starting. Yep, that's right. Teleport in from this Aatrox, and he's full health. And oh my lord, he just comes in and they absolutely tear them to shreds. That's a triple kill for the Ezreal. The dragon. That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous indeed. Caramels, they thought they could sneak it. I think they were the ones who started it. I wasn't aware at the start of their fight.
Yes.
But anyhow, they managed to figure out how to get all 5 of their members down towards their pit. And surprise, Caramels, they didn't see it coming. They do secure the dragon on the side of Anyhow, and they're looking very, very strong right out of the gates once again.
Yep, that's right. After Caramels here, 0-3 and 0, not the best scoreline for him. Meanwhile, Pyke has those mobility boots. He does not care about stats. He is on the hunt, and Camille is his next target.
Now, I was a Pyke main for a little while, and I love to see this.
All right, yep. Here, stun, not gonna land. Hook, landing for sure. And there we go. Hippo just gonna get auto attack down. The aftershock actually there, taking the kill away from the LeBlanc. A little unfortunate. But once again, another Pyke, another roam, and another kill.
Yeah, that's textbook for this Pyke right now. If you're on the side of Caramels, you have to begin respecting the Pyke. You have to begin expecting him to show up in your lane. And right now, we are not seeing that come through. Hopefully, this third kill from these roams will begin to get it in their heads.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on. Actually,
You
no, I
got
don't
it
even.
wrong.
I got the same.
How did you get it wrong?
I fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice,
God.
shame on me. Fool me thrice,
This has
and
been a
I'm
very weird day.
probably playing Pike.
Okay.
Yes, it has been a weird day. That's
been a very weird day.
Absolutely right. Let me check. Let me check the timer
Can I,
on
can
that.
I do this play by
Yeah.
play right now over
Oh,
here
oh,
for this?
okay.
Yeah, yeah. You,
Sure,
you see,
go
they're
for
going in, right? Thwonk. 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 That's the
so we-
sound of the wet noodles hitting each other.
All right, so we're doing this. So we're doing this.
This is not wet noodle, though.
sound effect. Yeah, there we go. Chusha Barrage coming out, getting charged up. Inconsequential. That might be the name of him right now, and that's also him in the lane because he's dead. And I'm tripping on my words. This has been a very long day.
alright?
And Shara here dropping really low as well. Let me check the time on the pizza joke. How long has it been?
How
Alright,
long has
never
it been,
mind.
Jace?
There's no need for that right now because Transcending, he's coming out.
Thwonk. No thwonk
Yeah,
here.
No thwonk. No thwonk. Yeah.
The noodles have been put away
Yep,
as
that's
both
right.
top laners. Even though they've been hitting each other relentlessly, they just back away. They have a gentleman's agreement saying, alright, I'm done. We'll see you at the pool some other day as the Rift Herald will be started by Transcending.
Yeah, that's right. There's no teleports on the side of Caramels to react to this one. So after Caramels, he's just going to be happy having some time to farm for himself right now as Transcending. Surely going to be able to take this Rift Herald out without any contest. Actually, Merciless Adam is walking over and we might see some action happening here. Transcendence going to go on all fours, going to land that stun, but that
Wait,
chain.
what?
A bit of a pog champ there, but regardless, Merciless Adam gets taken out by that insane LeBlanc burst. His poor body comes falling down from the sky, already dead. Hippo gonna walk up, Transcending gonna start that again, and here we see the Pike placing more wards into the jungle of the Caramels.
Yes, warding. Good support maneuver, and somehow they
Yeah.
didn't finish the Herald. So
That's
this
right,
happens.
they didn't, and Transcending actually going down, but here comes Shara, and here comes LeBlanc, now with that red buff, just gonna start auto-attacking down
Thwonk.
Hippo. And it's not a thwonk, it's an absolute smash out from Shara. And here comes the Pike. He was in the bottom side warding, and now he's in the top side. Merciless Adam up once again. Gonna use that Flame Spirit, does a lot of damage. However, he's gonna get chained up once again. This LeBlanc is not gonna miss any more of those. Gonna go down. Shara picks up that kill, and the Rift Herald, the thing that started it all, is still alive.
It absolutely still is alive. And the Caramels, I'm not sure what their passage of play was. They tried to contest the Rift Herald. They managed to stop it from being done, I guess. You know,
Ooh.
you're successful in that extent. But overall, you give over a bunch of kills. And if I were on the side of
my.
anyhow, I would say worth.
Yeah, what's going on right now?
Thwonk.
This is not the thwonking anymore. This is after Caramel's getting absolutely destroyed. Or is it Shara the one who's going to fall out after Caramel's actually hitting his level 6 off that assist as they shut them down? Perhaps a little too much confidence right now from the side of Anyhow. However, on this LeBlanc,
Yeah.
might be able to find some stuff. Transcending. He's going to start stealing away these camps, and the Pike is here. Level 5 going to hook out Merciless Adam. He's going to get stunned up and stunned up again, but now they have to move it out. LeBlanc gonna come in with that distortion. Merciless Adam dropping lower and lower. One more auto attack will do the trick. LeBlanc now unstoppable, and another hook landing onto this Nautilus as well here. The Pike X does not mark the spot, but LeBlanc continues forward. Evangeline gonna hook him up. A fair amount of damage coming out from the Kalista, but another hook landing onto Evangeline Inconsequential. Meanwhile, taking down After Caramels on the side of the screen. And this fight has been absolutely messy, but Anyhow have come out on top.
You hear that? Honk, honk. It's a clown fiesta. We're going in once again towards the top side. We are not
That's
done
right.
yet. We are fighting across the map, and that is what you like to see out of CL. Even though it is a little messy at times, we are seeing Anyhow come up straight ahead.
That's right. They're playing Anyhow now, but it's working out. 17 kills, 10 minutes in game. They're going to be able to get this second dragon here. Transcending, just going to start clobbering away on that one.
Yep, they are going to start the dragon as well. And if I could, observers, could we just really quickly swap over to the gold? I'm interested to see how much gold this LeBlanc has in the inventory right now.
All right.
7.2k has not back in
Oh, no!
ages. The Clown Drake
Oh,
stolen
no!
from the Caramels!
I was about to interrupt you there because the Equalizer came down, but I thought that Volibear had smite, and fun fact, he didn't. But meanwhile, look at what's happening here in the mid lane. Pike is there once again, and Pike actually going down. Look at this, Kalista still staying alive. Now this LeBlanc has to kite, but meanwhile in the top right side, Shara is going down as well. And Anyhow, they're starting to falter a little bit now, 8 to 17. Absolute clown fiesta. Honk honk, you're absolutely
honk.
right. And after Caramels, now he's gonna start out this Rift Herald, the Rift Herald that caused a huge brawl just now. And I don't think that this is even going to be over because Transcending, they're walking back. The Volley Bear, he's coming
just
in.
give it to them.
He's got the sweeper, and the Pike is coming back as well. Teleport's
TP,
coming in.
TP.
All right, looks like finally Caramels are going to give this one up. Shera coming in with that
Donk.
Nimbus cloak speed. He's going to land the knockups onto AfterCaramels. Going to keep them away. The Camille jumps over the wall. He's like, hello. And then she's like, oh, well, goodbye. And then instantly hook shot straight back over. This absolute mess right now. Camille in the wrong side of the jungle. Is she going to be found out? Is she going to go for the execute?
What
Yes.
in the world is this
Going
game?
for the execute. Is the Pike going to land the spell? The X!
Yes!
And this time it marks the spot. Pike gets the kill, and apparently according to the feed, Pike
He
gets
gets
the
the assist
assist
too.
as well too. And meanwhile, on the bot side, Ezreal taking down that first turret. That's a lot of gold. I'm sure he's going to be happy about that one.
Where do you even begin to analyze that fight? It was. I don't even think the fight. I think that. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know what?
Okay,
You can't.
Take
You,
it. Take
you
it.
can't right now because
Take it,
Merciless
take
Adam
it.
got hooked out for like the 10th or 20th time. I don't even know what's going on right now. It's 8-19. Evangeline gonna start auto-attacking down this Pike. One more, and the death charge comes down. Flashes, but boom! There we go. It gets absolutely destroyed.
18 kills, 13 minutes into the game. You cannot ask for more than that, except for maybe, a little bit of cleaner execution. But still, what an absolute banger of a match point game. We are still seeing NEL coming out on top, so I guess it isn't all that doom and gloom for them. They are solidly 6k up right now, and even though Caramels, they're finding some good fights. Anyhow, they are the ones coming out on top.
Yep, see, the Scarlet Crab there gonna get burned out by that red buff. And see, the thing is, Boots, the moment you start to analyze anything, they're gonna fight. So I'm gonna ask you for your analysis right now.
Okay, my analysis is that they're gonna fight.
And you're absolutely right, sir. Looks like the Pike's gonna get caught out a little bit there, and LeBlanc is on the edges. Evangeline walking forward there might be a little bit iffy. Look at this, LeBlanc just going in an absolute monster, forcing that face call. Here comes that Volley Bear. Thunder coming down from the skies, taking a lot of damage, however. And look at this, the Equalizer is coming down, Transcending, taking a lot, has so many spears inside. Meanwhile, dominating is the LeBlanc, getting that double kill, might be finding the triple soon enough. Gonna have another spell to take that one. Transcending gonna slap the Bear Claw and slap that kill away. Meanwhile, one more hook. Is it gonna land? The flash comes out and the hook lands. There we go. This man should not be given Pike under any circumstances. LeBlanc is legendary. 24 stacks on this Magi's. Anyhow, what's going on?
Well, Gerard, you absolutely crushed that cast, my friend. You have your work cut out for you, but yeah, absolutely. Anyhow, they're looking so strong right now. The Pike basically facilitated it from minute number 1, and now the LeBlanc, not to mention the Ezreal, in the middle of that fight. The absolute balls on these people, jumping in and out, just dancing around the edge of the fight, and they're going for it again.
That's right, AfterCaramels uses those tunnels. He's like, well, I guess this is not my jungle anymore. The blue buff goes over to the LeBlanc, and so will this Nautilus. Actually, the X does not mark the spot. The hook, however, does land, but Pike is dropping pretty low. Camille gonna go straight in. Legendary, meanwhile, is the LeBlanc, but uses the Hextech Ultimatum to knock the Pike away. Then flashes after it, but this guy, he's going down. And now, poor Evangeline gonna depth charge and try to get out. The minions auto attacks are following, but it's not enough. And AfterCaramels walks up, but then walks straight back. And Puats jumps in one more time. Sigil of Malice, an absolute malice. That's what's coming out from Anyhow right now as they tear their opponents apart. 26 kills in 15 minutes. Rift Herald coming down. They're going to get this turret.
Yeah, absolutely. They might just get the entire game. Look at that damage coming through!
What the hell is going on? This is ridiculous. Rift Herald is pushing through. They're going to get a second charge right now. And Merciless Adam, right now, he's no longer the Merciless one. It's his opponents who are tearing his team apart. The Caramels are running for the hills right now, but the hills aren't even enough. They're running as far as they can. Nautilus just going to do a little dance here, kind of maybe accepting the fate of this game right now, as Anyhow walk away, and they're dancing back as well.
Oh, man. What do you even say after that, man? Come on. Holy crap. What a huge fight that was. Look at that damage once again. Holy moly.
The gold.
Look at the goal.
LeBlanc
LeBlanc still has...
LeBlanc is like twice the gold of the poor Rumble.
And this is
so
why you
sad.
ban LeBlanc or you first pick her.
Yeah. I think at this point, right, we need to change the stream. It's gonna be an R-rated stream. This is not family friendly, guys. 28 kills in 16 minutes. Absolute disaster right now. Baron hasn't even spawned.
How's that Rumble first pick looking for you now? Oh boy.
Yeah, oh boy,
Oh,
here
no.
is the
Where
Camille.
did she go?
And there we go. Beta tester for a colorblind League of Legends as the screen goes gray. Meanwhile, the screen will go gray as well for this Pyke. And look at that Volibear just jumping straight in. Transcending doesn't care, but he might have wanted to do so because Inconsequential
Whoa,
doesn't
whoa,
have
whoa,
enough
whoa,
damage
whoa.
to go in and kill. Everyone is able to take down Nautilus, but everyone is walking away with slivers of health still remaining alive, and that's critical right now.
Now that fight was absolutely consequential. Look at that. That was Volibear plus Ezreal fighting off a 2v4 and winning the 2v4. I would wager right now that Ezreal pretty bold to just jump into the enemy
Absolute
base, but
madman.
that's absolutely what he can do when he's this far ahead. 8-2 and 9 already. LeBlanc is pushing up towards the top side. He's behind the turret, but really, who can go up there to defend it?
Yeah, exactly. We keep harping on the leads that the LeBlanc has, but I
How
like
can
that
you
you
not?
mentioned that Ezreal has nearly the same lead as well. I believe when we saw the gold, it was about nearly double of the Callistas. And that being said, LeBlanc, absolute monster right now. Just able to distort out. I like to see her distort back in. But no, she's not going to be doing that. Merciless Adam dropping below half health. Ezreal letting
was
Misty
in.
shot after Misty shot. And here comes that
in
double
the-
distort. And the X marks the spot onto that Nautilus right there. Double kill for the Pyke. Is he going to be able to fight anymore? Get the resets. Triple kill for him. He does go down. But here comes that LeBlanc. So much damage coming out from Shera. So much damage coming out from Inconsequential. And so much damage coming out from LeBlanc as well. Meanwhile, AfterCaramels here having a very nice and peaceful time farming in the jungle.
Welcome to Rek'Sai at the Beach, brought to you by Campus Legends 2020.
That's right.
I was going to say they were piving up towards taking the Baron, but nope, the Baron hasn't even spawned yet. They're going to look to take the second Rift Herald off the game, and they are absolutely free to do so. I would have liked to see them actually just push up the top side wave because, again, it was free reign. They could do it. But
That's
right
right.
now, it looks like they're going to go for the Rift Herald, and I would expect the next thing they do to be the final push.
Yep, that's right. And the balls on this man AfterCaramels has himself a serrated Dirk. He doesn't care about going tanky and trying to help his team. Nope. He's just going to try to pad those stats as much as he can, get the damage in if he can. Or he might just go down instantly. Meanwhile, we see LeBlanc walking up, going for that. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Look at the Callista. She's just instantly deleted. Where did she go? Just absolutely gone. Evangeline gone as well. That's the story of this. The hopes and dreams of Caramel pretty much gone at this point. They're just trying their very best, trying to live up to whatever expectations they have for themselves as anyhow come barreling down that mid lane, gonna start auto-attacking away on that inhibitor, and LeBlanc just fishing for more kills. 15-1-14, that's a KDA of 29 at the moment. Is the KDA gonna become 30? Yep, there we go, 30, absolutely deleted. You wanna spawn? I'm not even gonna let you spawn right now. says
This is
LeBlanc.
not a storm. This is an absolute slaughter. There is zero chance. Caramels, can they even take this turret? Looks like they can't. As anyhow, they're on the base. Camille, you have to come back and defend, my friend.
They didn't even
the
spawn
Herald
the Rift
come
Herald. Yep,
down.
there we go.
Oh, my
Are
word.
we gonna see that
Oh,
Dart
turret
Herald?
goes down.
And there we go! Caramels picking up one turret right now. Pyke just going straight in for the base. We're going to see ourselves a dancing herald here, my friends. And that is not a common sight. As 20 minutes in, Caramels, unfortunately, are going to be taken down as anyhow show us in nearly decisive fashion. Of course, with a little bit of trolling here and there, that they are going to be
Wait a
qualifying.
Wait
And
a
they're
minute.
not going to be qualifying
Baited.
just yet.
We got baited.
and outsmarted here, ladies and gentlemen. Inconsequential going to be going down
LeBlanc's
for
alive.
sure.
LeBlanc's alive.
LeBlanc is alive. That's right. Shera and LeBlanc, they are going to be the ones to end the game. Oh, but Rek'Sai coming in right there. Jumps down. But look at that. LeBlanc legendary once again. Poor things right there on the side of Caramel. I really pity them. Callista gonna go down to that double kill. And finally, 42 kills with a KDA of what's 18 plus 16?
What would I know?
I don't know. A huge number, that's for sure. My math is not very good right here, ladies and gentlemen. But anyhow, they're going to be your SP qualifiers, and they are absolutely insane right now.
Absolutely, you cannot top that. What a passage of play throughout the entire game. It feels like it was just one entire long fight from start to finish. You have had your work cut out for yourself. And what a lot of work it was.
What a lot of work it was, absolutely. Wow, that was. I'm gonna need a lot of water after this fight. I'm gonna need some Red Bull maybe. I might just take one right now. Totally. Yep, that's right. Hashtag sponsored here, guys. Red Bull. Wow, I really need some energy.
Right, well, you help yourself to that while I try to talk about that game.
Certainly, go for it. Try it. Try your very best.
I mean, how do I? No, look, like okay, let's actually take that from the top, right? You saw a lot of fights come through, and initially it looked all right. That okay, maybe Caramels can actually take these, but as you know, like, the deficit grew larger and larger. Unfortunately for them, they continued to look for those fights, and it got worse and worse every time they went in. And at the end of the day, anyhow, even though it looked equal at the start when they began the fiesta, somehow they managed to incrementally find advantages over and over again. And at the end of the game, it was 16k gold ahead, not 16 gold. That would be interesting. And they do manage to pick up the huge fight. And I think Caramels, they could have tried to look for something. They could have tried to come back if they slowed down the game. If they understood, they couldn't have gone to continue those fights. But unfortunately, they didn't. They went for the bait. The bait was too tasty, like the pizza we saw earlier today.
Ah, yes, of course.
And unfortunately, they do pick up the L.
Yep, that's right. Again, congratulations to Anyhow. You guys are now going to be representatives of Singapore Polytechnic, and that does conclude the very last qualifier of Phase 1 of Singapore, of the Campus League. That's right, I'm now hopping over all my words here. We might see any plans of any coasts maybe in the
I got
next
it.
few seconds.
And that will be the final game.
Thank you.
Congratulations for Anyhow on qualifying for Singapore Polytechnic. When we come back after the break, I will be over there with our winners. And we don't go anywhere after that. We will have the giveaway as well as the group draw right afterwards.
That's right.
So we will be going for a short break. Like I said, do not go anywhere. Stay right here with Campus Legends.